Well, my friend, the time has come for the best and most exhilarating step in this 7-step process, and that is step 6, which is the 1-hour experiment. This is far and away my favorite part of the process, and it's very strategically placed. So, from step 1 through step 5, we built the song from the ground up, and we've got all the core components of the song down, right? Now, before we just finish up that song, we want to make sure, and I recommend this for every song that you produce and that you write, you want to give yourself a block of time to completely think out of the box and to where your only focus in that allotted time is to throw as many things against the wall as you can. And the end goal of this is to see if we can end up with even just 1 or 2 components or elements to the song that are new, that are different, that we wouldn't have thought of otherwise, and that kind of create or that make this song a bit more special, a bit more unique, that add just that bit of flavor, that new ingredient that you wouldn't have thought of adding to this recipe. But because you took the time to experiment, now your cake, if you will, your song has this nuanced flavor to it that is different, that is unexpected. And so that is the power of giving yourself some time and taking a break from, being so focused in on the core elements of the song that we have, and to just kind of to step back, to broaden your scope, and to say, you know what, before I wrap the song up, before I mix it, before I master it, I'm just going to take the time to experiment a little bit and to just have, like a kid, just have fun. And that is why I love this part so much. You can literally be a kid. You can try anything and everything. There are no rules. And so that is what we are going to work on here in step 6. So let's dive right in, shall we? Let me grab my headphones. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is make a loop. That way I can just start the song, and then as soon as it comes to an end, it's going to loop back around, which is perfect for what we're doing. And what I'm also going to do is grab my phone, and I'm going to start my stopwatch. That way I can keep time with what I'm doing. Now, when I edit this video down, I'll probably fast forward some parts that get too redundant and boring. But you will be able to really see what this process looks like, and you'll be able to get a feel for how I like to experiment and how I approach it from the different angles that you're about to see. So let's jump right in, and it starts now. I hit the stopwatch, we are starting, and let's go. Let's go. Let's experiment. Let's throw as many things against the wall as we can. So literally, the first place I'm going to start, I'm just going to hit play, and then I'm going to pull in some VSTs and browse through presets and sound banks and that type of thing. So I'm going to hit play, and here we go.
What a time, what a time, what a time, what a time it was.
Even that, I'm going to record that in. That could be a cool little thing.
I know it's stupid, but I wish that I could wish you back.
I don't know if that'll work, but
I wish that I could wish you back.
Never mind. I don't like it after all. But we'll keep working through this. Yeah, this sounds kind of falling apart. Okay, I'm kind of wasting my time. Over here. Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna delete that. That's kind of part of the process. You just mess around, and then if you realize that, you know what, I don't like that after all, let's delete it. So I'm just gonna keep filtering through these sounds. could be a cool sound, right? Maybe for the last chorus to give it an extra lift. This will be tucked back pretty far in the mix. Something like that. That's just a neat little sound, right? We can just... We might use it, we might not, but in any case, we're gonna throw it in there. Now, I'm gonna try something other than Omnisphere for a change. And let's come back to the Arturia Analog Lab, which has some super cool sounds as well. So let's give that a shot. See what we can stumble on in here. I've used this sound before. It is one of my favorite pad sounds. So I'm gonna see if I can incorporate this. It's kind of become a staple of what I like to do a lot, is this specific pad sound. It just has a really dope, really nice sound to it. So I'm gonna see how I might be able to incorporate it.
What a time, what a time, what a time, what a time it was. Oh, I know it's stupid, but I wish that I could wish you back. These pictures on my...
It's kind of a tough sound because it has all that movement, so it's hard to really get precisely. So I'm gonna listen back and see if I can make some adjustments to it.
Oh, I know it's stupid, but I wish that I could wish you back. These pictures on my phone.
Something like that. Well, we can always edit this down, but it's okay to be a bit sloppy and not perfectly coordinated for step 6, or where we're just experimenting.
I wish that I could wish you back.
Whoop, the loop ended too quickly. Let's bring this back here. All right, beautiful. Yeah, it's just a nice little track that we could potentially keep as well. So we got that. Let's see if we can find something else in the Analog Lab VST here. So I'll pull in another instance of that, and let's try this again.
It's so predictable, but I like to think we make it if we tried again. I just wish you were here again, and I just wish you were here. What a time, what a time, what a time, what a time it was. Oh, I know it's stupid, but I wish that I could wish you back.
try that again. That's a cool. That's a cool little part we got there, right? See how that sounds. Cool, so we got another nice little sound there. Now, I'm gonna take a break from the VSTs and we're gonna dive into just some loops and some samples and see if we can incorporate some of, see if we can just stumble on to anything that catches our ears. So we'll come over to my files, my sounds. I've got a bunch of sounds on my hard drive that I downloaded from Noise specifically. And but you know, if you have Splice or Noise, they do have some really cool like actual plugins you can pull in and then you can browse through that way too. But I know my library pretty well, so I'm going to stick to just using my library, and most of this will be for percussion and drums and that type of thing, although I'll see what else we can stumble across.
Summers are cold, the winters are warm, since you're not here.
Classic Kashmir loop, so I'm gonna pull that in. I think I got this from Splice. I got a back in the day, like a few years ago, I got a whole Kashmir pack from Splice, which they are completely overused, but they're overused by everyone for a reason, because Kashmir's sample packs are unbelievable. But anyway, I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna, as you can see, I pulled this loop in, and I want to use this for just the last chorus to really help give it that extra lift. So I'm just going to come here and then I'll duplicate it like so. It'll be pretty far in the back of the mix, but it'll help kind of give that energy lift to it. Okay, make sure we cut it off in the right place. That clap loop adds a nice energy to it. Let's see what else we can find. Wow! Too much. Definitely not into that. Okay, now when you're messing with loops, one of the things that can be really helpful to pay close attention to or to be focused on is transition periods or transitional areas in your song. Because if I bring this in here, what I could do is use this kind of as a transition here. Kind of there. And then what I would do after that is do some type of volume automation. So if I would just come in here and go, okay, let's write this in using this fader. You know, that's something that we could do where we add a little fade in there. But I don't think, yeah, I'm gonna scratch that one as well. I don't think that one quite gives us what we're looking for, so let's keep going. I do like these types of textures though. I really do.
I just wish you were here again. And I just
Yeah, I don't think we necessarily really want orchestral drums for this. Let's see if we can browse through some of this percussion. Let's see where we're at with time here. Oh wow, we're already at 41 minutes. Okay.
just wish you were here.
Now, as you can see, I'll mention this real quick, is the majority of what you're going to stumble on isn't going to work, right? So you just need to be okay with spending a bunch of time, which is why I would say at least go 1 hour. You can go beyond that actually if you want to, but at least spend an hour, because that gives you enough time to throw a bunch of things against the wall, the majority of which is not going to stick.
Yeah, and I just wish you were here. What a time, what a time, what a time, what a time it was. Oh, I know it's stupid.
I like this tambourine loop a lot. It fits perfectly with the rhythm, so I'm gonna add this to the session as well. I like that. See if there's I think that's good with when it comes to loops. And let me think, what else could we try out and see what we could potentially add to this. Oh, I have one. I think it could be actually fire if, especially early in the song, we add some type of underlying texture like rain or like the noise of traffic outside, just something that give it a real world ambience type of feel to it. And so I'm gonna come over to my effects folder because I have some of those sounds or some of those loops here.
Summers are cold, winters are warm, since you're not here. Colors are gold.
See, something like that could be fire. Like super far back in the mix, right?
Even tequila, just a feeble attempt to feel something good. 'Cause
I like that. I like that a lot. It adds that, again, that ambience to the sound, and it gives the overall track a deeper sense of authenticity to it because it feels more real with that underlying sound to it. So let's maybe start it here.
Summers are cold, winters are warm, since you're not here. Colors are gold, the black and the white is all I see now. Even tequila doesn't taste right. Even Coldplay doesn't sound right.
Why does it get quiet at the end? So I'm gonna... It changes the sound of it for no reason. See what happens if we duplicate it. See what that sounds like in the mix. If it... Oh man, that's really annoying actually. Like, I hate loops like this that start with a fade in and a fade out, especially if it's ambience loops, and then it's hard to connect them if you just want to stretch it out across a bunch of different things. So I don't even want to be bothered with it. I'm going to find a different loop that is more well done. So Okay, so I've narrowed it down to these 3 loops, and I'm going to choose one of these that I like the best. So, do I like this one?
Summers are cold,
or this one?
Winters are warm, since you're not here.
Or this one?
Colors are gold, the black and the white is all I see now. Even tequila doesn't taste right. Even Coldplay doesn't sound right.
It looks like this rainfall texture is very consistent from start to finish, which is a huge thing for me. So I think I'm picking between these two. I know I like it better than this one, so I'm just gonna go ahead and delete this one. I like that texture. It's kind of cool.
Winters are warm, since you're not here.
Let's see how the transition is at the end of the loop.
All I see now.
Yeah, there we go.
Even tequila doesn't taste right. Even cold.
And then it'll just be underneath the song from start to finish. And I'll adjust the volume. I don't want it to be too loud. So I'll turn it down.
Right.
Maybe go all the way down like here.
Down 25, just a feeble attempt to feel something good.
But notice how, like, when the song starts, how it gives it that atmosphere, right?
Summers are cold, winters are warm, since you're not here.
Now, there's one thing that I definitely want to do with this rainfall, and that is sidechain it at least to maybe 2 tracks, the piano and the vocal. So I'm going to load up a compressor, and I'm going to do a little sidechain compression. So I'm going to hit sidechain, and I want to connect it to the vocal, or wait, it would be Vox Take 3. That was what we ended up being the official vocal take. And then I'm going to also send it from Addictive Keys. So what's happening with a sidechain compressor here is I want what we're doing here is ducking. So I want this track to duck out of the way when the lead vocal and or the piano is playing, because that'll help kind of it'll ebb and flow with the song and the other components a little bit better.
Colors are gold, the
See?
black and the white is all I see now. Even tequila doesn't taste right. Even Coldplay doesn't sound right. Drive my car down 25, just a feeble attempt.
So I don't want it to be too obvious, but I want it to be enough where you kind of feel that dynamic where it's when the vocal is singing, especially the vocal there. Actually, I don't know that we need the piano on this. I think I'm just gonna use the sidechain coming from the vocal.
Feel something good.
See, because when the intro is happening.
Summers are cold.
Actually, no, I'm gonna change my mind again. I do want that on the piano as well.
Winters are warm.
See, slightly exaggerated, but you get the point, right? It kind of ducks it. Yeah, I like that movement.
Winters are warm, since you're not here. Colors are gold, the black and the white is all I see now. Even tequila doesn't taste right. Even Coldplay doesn't sound right. Drive my car down 25, just a feeble attempt.
And then kind of tuck it back a little bit more in the mix. That's beautiful. I love that. All right, where are we at with time? Let's see what we got here. 56 seconds, 56 minutes. So I got about 5 minutes left. What could I do to see if we can kind of just run through and add just some extra stuff to this, just to try something out. What could I do? Okay, I know what I could do is I could record some kind of vocal, and I could play around with vocals. So maybe if I were to record something, and I'm gonna put a whole bunch of reverb on it. I actually love doing this. This is one of my favorite things to do. I'm gonna drench a vocal in a reverb, and then once that loads, come up here and see where we.
Oh, 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 oh.
because I want to kind of hear this vocal compressed and have some, like that. Perfect. So let's kind of turn that down. And maybe make this vocal, drench it even more. I'm just gonna play around on a chord here. Here we go. Nice little break in my voice. That was beautiful. What I'm trying to do here. So let's try it again. What's cool about this type of thing is you can really be very imperfect, but it's all about conveying energy and kind of riding the wave of the song, because it's going to be, back in the mix, completely drenched in reverb. I'm going to switch this to stereo here. It's completely drenched in reverb, so it's almost like just a pad, but it's amazing how you can, when you drench a vocal in a reverb like this and you wash it out, it creates a pad effect, but there's so much more variation and transparency when you use a vocal to create the pad effect, just the nature of the voice as an instrument. Just kind of in the back. And that's just a nice, cool thing at the end. And this is where I'm going to call it quits. Right, so we should be at about, we're at 1 hour and 1 minute. And I'm just going to call it. Now, if I wasn't recording this course, or if I wasn't using this song for this course, I would probably take even more time to do this, honestly. I think I would be done for the day now, because I feel like it can get, your ears get tired when you're just listening to the same song over and over. So I would probably at least wait a couple hours and, come back again and just continue to throw stuff against the wall. But I'm going to, approach this with a bit more of an expedited, minimal process where I'm not going to show you, the hundreds of possible ways that you could experiment. I just want to give you a taste. I want to give you a sense, and in a concise way. Hopefully this helps you understand how you can implement and mess around and throw crap against the wall. Because the more you do that, if you do that with 25, 30 different ideas and different sounds and loops and whatever, the chances of 1, 2, or 3 of those ideas really working and really boosting the overall quality of your production is very high. And so don't underestimate this. This is an incredible part of the process, but that is where I'm going to end this. That is where I'm going to end this. And then this has been the 1 hour experiment. So now I'm just going to go ahead one more time. I'll play this from start to finish. And as I'm doing this, I will mess around with the volume and perhaps some of the panning as well of these tracks that we added. One more time, I will mention that we're not necessarily going to keep all of these tracks for the final mix, which we will get to in step 7. So we will do some cutting away probably of 2 or 3 of these, and we'll keep the ones that really add the most value to the song. But in any case, this has been step 6. This is the 1 hour experiment. Like I said, now I'm just going to go ahead and play this from start to finish and do some final adjustments on this before we go to step 7 and finalize the mix. So here we go.
Summers are cold, winters are warm, since you're not here. Colors are gone, the black and the white is all I see now. Even tequila doesn't taste right, even Coldplay doesn't sound right. Drive my car down 25, just a feeble attempt to feel something good. Cause oh, I just wish you were here again. And I just wish you were here. Oh, what a time, what a time, what a time, what a time it was. Oh, I know it's stupid, but I wish that I could wish you back. Pictures on my phone, deleted them all except for one. Made a photograph just to have something physical to remain. Why does everything always seem to fall apart? Why does everything always seem to fall apart? It's so predictable. But I like to think we'd make it if we tried again. I just wish you were here again. And I just wish you were here. What a time, what a time, what a time, what a time it was. Oh, I know it's stupid, but I wish that I could wish you back. I wish that I could wish